Do you know what is a gamma ray? A gamma ray is a gamma radiation, is a penetrating electromagnetic radiation arising from the radioactive decay of an atomic nuclei. It consists of the shortest wavelength of the electromagnetic waves, so impart the highest energy. We can define gamma ray on a simpler way. What is a wavelength? So, a wavelength is a distance between two successive crust and throw of the wave. It is measured in the direction of wave. What is crust and throw? The crust is the highest frequency of a wave and throw is the lowest frequency of the wave. It is like uphill and downhill. The upper you go, the more above you are from the earth's surface and vice versa. What is a gamma ray? Gamma ray or a gamma radiation is a light with the shortest wavelength and the highest energies and frequency of the electromagnetic spectrum. Let me give you an extra note that Paul Villard, a French chemist and physicist, discovered gamma radiation in 19th century while studying radiation emitted by a radium. In 1903, Ernest Rutherford named this radiation as gamma ray based on their relativity strong penetrating of matter. In 1900, he had already named two less penetrating types of decay radiation, alpha ray and beta ray, in ascending order of penetrating power. Gamma radiation is also released by the nuclear bombs. The effect of the nuclear isomer explosion would release a very high energy of gamma radiation and have a capability to kill any living organism in the immediate area. What is a gamma ray burst, also called as GRB? Gamma ray burst is an extremely energetic explosion that have been observed in distant galaxies. They are the brightest electromagnetic event known to occur in the universe. Gamma ray burst can last from 10 milliseconds to several hours. How a gamma ray burst is formed? Let's take a star. It is rotating very fast, almost 10,000 times per second. Billions of years later, the fuel of the star finished, so a supernova will occur in few years. In supernova, the stars explode in all directions. But if a star is rotating, the star cannot explode in all directions. So when the supernova will occur in a fast rotating star, the energy will release as a ray like a beam of light from its north and south pole. This is a supernova or a gamma ray burst. It is a very energetic violent event. Gamma ray bursts transform the energy into radiation. It remains poorly understood till 2010. There was still no known model how the gamma ray burst transformed the energy. Any successful model of GRB must explain the physical process for producing the gamma ray, which release the match observed by the variety of light curves, spectra, and other physical appearance of light. It was very challenging to explain the very high productivities that are inferred from some explosion like gamma ray burst. It can convert as much as half of the explosion energy into the gamma radiation. In this model, low energy photons are spread by the relativistic electrons which are present in the explosion. Improving the energy was a big issue and converting the energy into gamma ray. The nature of the longer wavelength afterglow discharge that follows gamma ray burst is better understood. Any energy which is released by the explosion are not radiated away in the burst. Itself takes the form of matter or energy. It can move outward at nearly the speed of light, means 3 lakh km per second. This matter collides with the surrounding interstellar gas. It creates a relativistic shock wave that then transmits forward into the interstellar space. The second shock wave is the reverse shock. It may transmit back into the expelled matter. This model has generally been successful in demonstrating the behavior of many observed afterglows that happened in late times, generally in hours to days after the explosion. Gamma ray burst was first discovered in the late 1960s by the US Vela nuclear test detection satellite. The Velas were built to detect gamma ray pulses are emitted by the nuclear weapon. US Department had told not to test any nuclear weapon, but in 2nd July 1967 the Vela 4 and Vela 3 satellite detected a flash of gamma radiation, unlikely any known nuclear weapon signature. That's why United States suspected that the Soviet Union might attempt to conduct secret nuclear tests after signing with the nuclear test ban treaty in 1963. But in an hour, the Soviet Union said that they had not done any secret nuclear test that day. So they have again checked the satellite Vela 3 and Vela 4 and they have got an amazing answer. They saw that the gamma ray was coming from the outer space. In few years, the scientists point out a very far away galaxy from which the gamma radiation was coming from. The galaxy was almost 7,000 light years away from us, but the gamma radiation didn't cause any harm to us because it has become very weak before it reaches us. Think that a gamma ray is traveling towards us from 7,000 years ago. But if the gamma ray burst has occurred only in 2000 to 3000 light years away from us and hit the Earth's atmosphere, then within a second our atmosphere and the magnetic field which protect us from the Earth's radiation will be vanished. The magnetic field and the atmosphere would destroy and we will be die soon for the gamma radiation and the sun's radiation. But we are safe because the universe is too big and we are a very small point of the whole universe. And thanks for watching. We will be back soon. Till then remember, gamma ray burst, never stop learning. Thanks.